They've somehow, they are still very, very upset with what happened with them and the WildThing, and they want to settle the score here tonight.
The following contest is a triple threat match, and it is brought to you by Alyssa School of Performing Arts and Denise's Wrecker Service.
Well, I hear the music.
I do too. But you hate to see the breakup of a great tag team, a great faction in the Dream Team? What on earth am I seeing?
Is that Chris Evans, Captain America? Wait.
Captain Rocket? I wonder if he basically stole these items from Capstan America. But he is still a 33-time champion. But I have to remind everyone, he was the first person who would not forgive WildThing back at 225 Mania when WildThing tried to apologize for his actions.
Yeah, WildThing hooked up with Big Ramp for a while. And that didn't sit well. But speaking of WildThing,
you know, I know WildThing himself isn't looking forward to this match. He tried to apologize to his friends. And he did admit that he made a mistake when he aligned with Big Ramp. You heard his words at 225 Mania. He tried to apologize. He apologized to the fans, and the fans accepted his apology.
well, these guys are not going to be able to work it out with apologies and words. They're going to have to show each other why the magic worked to begin with. And I think we're going to see that tonight. Because in a triple threat, not only do you have them all fighting each other, there's going to be a lot of team-ups.
And also you have to remember, in a triple threat match, there are no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is either by pinfall or submission.
But I'm going to have to give the early advantage to Rocket with that vibranium shield.
For those of you who don't know what vibranium is, look it up. Hey, wait a minute, that's not Mustang Mike. I know who that is.
Is that the supersonic boom?
That is indeed the supersonic boom. I mean, we've seen him help the likes of Capstan America and Batstan in the past, and now he's here tonight in Conflict in Acadiana.
It's a night of superheroes.
That's indeed what it is, ladies and gentlemen. A night of heroes here in Conflict in Acadiana. Captain Rocket doesn't seem to be too impressed with Supersonic Boom. I guess we call him Supersonic for short.
Whatever you say, Billy.
And I have to say, referee Alexis Windsor has her hands full in this triple threat match.
I do not envy her.
And this is our featured contest this week here in Pro Wrestling 225. We thank you, wherever you may be, for watching us here tonight. And apparently WildThing is pointing to a supersonic boom, and it looked like Captain Rocket was going to take a load off. Oh, and Rocket from behind just nailed WildThing, and WildThing immediately to the outside. And a Rocket with a splash to supersonic boom. Captain Rocket with the alley-oop takes down the boom. Jackknife cover. And Supersonic Boom gets out of that. And a nice Hangman's neck breaker.
These three are wasting no time, or at least these two right now.
They are veterans, to say the least.
Oh!
And that is a hardwood floor, ladies and gentlemen. No mats. And now WildThing chopping at Supersonic. But WildThing, I don't think that's going to work. Nope, that didn't work either. Oh! Ash, did you hear that?
My ancestors heard it.
Oh, he went for a clothesline. WildThing ducks it with a go behind. And now Supersonic Boom, using his strength to his advantage, breaks the grip of the WildThing and takes him down with a hip toss. Oh, and a big lariat from Supersonic Boom, turning WildThing inside out. And
here we go.
Wait a minute, Captain.
It's over. It's over, Billy.
And
that should have ended the match right there. That's a vibranium shield, Billy. It's the strongest thing on earth.
I found that under things I have never seen before in a wrestling ring. Oh, but we've seen this for years.
Speaking of the strongest thing, at least in Acadiana.
Look at that technique. Look at that power. The finesse as he's letting the blood rush to the head of the Rocket with the suplex. And nobody does it better than Supersonic Boom.
Well, that'll slow Rocket down, or Captain Rocket as the case may be. Oh!
Beautiful step up enziguri. And wait a minute, WildThing throws him in the Rocket. Look at it, a clothesline to the Rocket, and the Rocket, with his motion, also DDT'd Supersonic Boom. Talking about two for the price of one. WildThing goes for the cover on Rocket, and only got a two. And in these type of matches, Ash, you have to have your head on a swivel because you don't only have one opponent, you have another one.
Rocket blocking these kicks. Didn't block that one.
Did not indeed. He's got his lights dazed, but he was able to kick out, says referee Alexis Windsor. Oh, the jaw jacker. That'll stop anybody in their tracks, and he buries the shoulder right in the midsection. And again, if anyone's got a huge problem with WildThing right now, it's definitely the Rocket. As you heard what he said in T2F Mania, and now a blatant choke to Supersonic Boom. Also known as Mustang Mike for you fans who are not following. And if you're not following, why are you? Or why are you not? And
Rocket calling for some assistance.
Yeah, he's calling for assistance from his former Dream Team partner, and WildThing just lunged his body. Almost felt like a little poetry in motion, as it were. And now a double team from Rocket and WildThing, and just like that, Rocket sticks a thumb in the eye and says, "So much for our partnership." But one can argue that WildThing almost did the same. Oh, man!
Oh, God, Billy.
Rocket crashed in a heap to the outside.
Someone check on Rocket. That didn't look too good.
It almost looked like he went ribs first into that steel post and then collapsed on the outside, which, again, I remind everyone, is a hardwood floor on the outside. There are no mats here at PW225.
Well, here it is, Billy. This might be it.
Yeah, we've seen this before, the guillotine leg drop by Supersonic Boom, but he also hurt himself at the same time.
That's why they call them high-risk maneuvers, Billy.
Rocket broke up that pinfall and then drops the elbow right on WildThing, and a little flip-flop and a leg drop. I guess that's the only way to call it, a flip-flop and a leg drop, and then covers him like he was a certain legendary dead man in wrestling, but he only got a 2 count.
Try again. Oh!
On a nice counter right there by WildThing, which dazes the Rocket a little bit. But now Supersonic Boom's on his feet.
Mustang Mike back in control.
They're going a big avalanche splash in the corner, and one for WildThing. Mustang Mike. Supersonic Boom catches a boot right into the jaw. And now WildThing with a beautiful Hurricanrana takes down Supersonic Boom, and now Rocket with that slingshot DDT. We've seen him put away a lot of men over the years with that very same maneuver.
If he can get a cover on him, it might be over, but he's dealing with WildThing, and now he's out the ring.
Again, that's the thing you have to worry about in a triple threat match. Away on a counter into the Wild style. WildThing countered into a Wild style. It's over. And the Rocket kicked out. How in the world did Captain Rocket kick out of the Wild style?
You can't count Rocket out unless you're Alexis Windsor and you count a little bit faster.
WildThing goes again for the cover. And only a 2 count. Ash, I can count on one hand the number of people that have actually kicked out of the Wild style, and it's not very many. I want to say 3 people at best. And that's including the Rocket, who just eats a super kick for his shovels from the WildThing, who goes in for the cover, but Supersonic Boom immediately breaks up the pinfall.
Billy, you've called a lot of matches in the years. Does this one live up to the hype so
It is
far?
definitely living up to the hype. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, because again, these 3 were a great, a great unit, a great faction in the Dream Team, multiple time tag team champions. But wait a minute, Rocket is on the top, perched on the top. And you hear WildThing screaming, "You gotta count faster." But WildThing also saw the corner of his eye the Rocket on the top rope and takes him down.
Wow.
And a beautiful modified drop kick, just burying both feet right in the sternum.
That in-ring IQ of WildThing.
This could be it, but wait a minute. There's Mustang Mike, the Supersonic Boom. He's known by many names. On a nice drop kick right there by WildThing with a springboard off the middle rope.
WildThing's showing us stuff tonight that we haven't seen from him in a while.
Exactly, but now it's Rocket. Look at the power of the Rocket. He's got Mustang Mike up in that fireman's carry and just uses Mustang Mike as a weapon against the WildThing and takes him down with a TKO. Oh, wait a minute, a float over by Mustang Mike. Oh, but that time WildThing broke it up. These 3 men, these 3 athletes, these 3 superstars are leaving it all in the ring here tonight in Conflict in Acadiana.
And it's taking a toll on him. You can see the effort is really wearing him out.
And Rocket once again went to the top rope, and once again, WildThing catches him.
You can't let Rocket operate from up there.
You cannot. Oh, wait a minute. What's WildThing thinking here? WildThing seems to be cinching him up, maybe for a superplex.
And some shots to the rib, though.
Rocket doing what he can to fight out of it. Now Rocket is still perched on that top rope, and there's a super kick that sends Mustang Mike into the ropes, and
sends the turnbuckle into Rocket's nether regions, if you want to put it that way.
no, you know the old saying, one went west, one went east, and I'm referring to his legs, ladies and gentlemen.
Now he's trying to get some sympathy from Alexis Windsor.
Yeah, that'll raise the voice a few octaves, as it were, but... Oh, wait a minute!
Big boom drop.
The boom drop takes out WildThing, but Alexis Windsor is currently preoccupied with trying not to look at the nether region of the Rocket, who is very adamant about it.
Yeah, Rocket wants her to check him out.
Oh, wait a minute, Rocket over the referee with the afterburner! Rocket lit the afterburner! Goes for the cover!
And that's it, Billy.
Captain Rocket picks up the win in our featured contest this week.
WildThing tried to keep him off the top turnbuckle, tried to keep that afterburner out of the match because he knew that was game over if the Rocket could execute it.
When the Rocket over Alexis Windsor,
You saw that over her head.
And connected with the afterburner. And as soon as that happens, it was academic. Nothing WildThing could have done. He was already out from the boom drop. But now the question now remains. Is there still an issue here?
This is one of the most entertaining matches I've seen.
But also one of the saddest because, again, the Dream Team, they were such a tight-knit unit.
It looks like Rocket's still ready to fight. What's gonna happen, Billy?
I'm not sure. I know WildThing personally told me that they're applauding him.
Yep.
And that's a respect right there.
Like I said, these men had to show each other what they were all about one more time. This is why they were together.
Exactly. They showed us why they were the Dream Team. They showed us why they were multiple-time tag team champions here in PW225.
And with all the new hot blood in the tag team division, we've got some great up-and-coming tag teams. What do you think about the Dream Team back in the tag team mix?
I would love to see that.